Hey everyone, I'm Lisa D. For those who I can't talk tonight. For those of you who do not know me, I'm just gonna turn up my volume because I'm not really sure if you can all hear me. So tonight I wanted to start with an aroma reset, and then we're going to talk some more about forgiveness. So every day this week I'm going to come on and share about forgiveness, unforgiveness, and all that good stuff. So in the aroma reset, we use essential oils, and the reason why essential oils are so powerful. It's amazing the properties they have. I've been using them for a year now, and not only am I off all my meds for allergies and my mood swings, hormones, and all of that are balanced, it has just helped me tremendously with other medical issues. But that's another group. This group is for releasing repressed emotions. So the reason why we use the essential oils in the aroma reset is because the sense of smell is the most primitive one that we have, and it was first developed in the womb, and I'm reading, so that's why I keep looking down, and it connects us at an early age to feelings of safety, comfort, and joy. Smell is tied to survival. All animals, including humans, use the sense of smell to find good food, avoid predators, and attract mates. Don't want to go out with anyone smelly, right? So the olfactory nerve connects directly to the limbic system in the brain, and this is where we process emotion, determine whether we are safe or in danger, and forms bonds and attachments to those around us. So, why do we get stuck? Why do our emotions get repressed? When we encounter a situation that's overwhelming, confusing, or threatening, our emotions lock up and we lose our ability to know what is best for us, to think clearly, or to make good decisions. I know in crisis, you do not want me around. I freeze. Is it the fight or flight mode? I freeze. So, a few years back when my youngest was like 13, he's 22 now, he got an injury, and I couldn't even find my phone to call 911. It was horrible. Oops. Lost my oil. So anyways, these feelings that we feel, it could cause us physical pain. It could cause us stress. It could cause us not to sleep at night. We could be fearful. We could have anxiety. It can affect our eating habits, the desire to move or to exercise. It could go into work. It can affect the way we perform our job. It can affect the way we pay our bills. I know I used retail therapy a lot for when I was having anxiety and depression. Hey, let's go shopping. Yeah. got some 0% credit cards to spend. Let's go take care of those instead of, stuffing and exploding was my favorite thing to do in dealing with emotions. So what is aroma reset? It is a simple process to quickly release negative thoughts and feelings you have about a situation. So by focusing on how it's affecting you, smelling specific essential oils, in this case, this is a blend of frankincense, lavender, and stress away, it resets your brain to return to feelings of peace and wholeness, allowing you to gain clarity. So we're going to do a quick aroma reset, and that's a tongue twister for me right now, and then we're going to talk about forgiveness, unforgiveness. All right, so let's do this. So if you do not have oils, that's fine. You can do it without. It still has, you'll still get something from it. In my opinion, it's not as effective. I've done it both ways, but that's fine. So what you're going to do is you're going to identify a situation, a current situation that feels overwhelming, frustrating, or confusing. And once you clearly picture it, you can go on. I'll just wait a couple seconds. I know a few people are out watching. I can't see you. I don't know why I can't see you. I don't know if you have to comment or hit a thumbs up, but I just saw a few people pop on. So once you find that situation that's overwhelming, confusing, or negative, it could be something that happened today. It could have been an argument with a coworker. I felt betrayed today by a friend. I reached out to the person, did not get a response. I was trying to be honest, but I was left with silence. So it's kind of overwhelming. Permeates my thoughts. So I did journal a little bit about it. Now, I did a reset earlier, so it's still bothering me because I haven't heard from the person, and I'll just kind of wait it out. So once you find that overwhelming feeling, situation, you are going to name the feeling. And it's very important to only give it one word. So it could be hopeless, sad, lonely, fearful, regret, hate, fear, shame. If you have more than one feeling, choose the one word that's more dominant. And then you're going to locate the feeling in your body. So you may be feeling it in your head, your heart, your jaw, your eyes. Maybe your body's slumped over. Maybe you have back pain. Maybe your fists are really clenched. And then you're going to think about the negative thoughts that go through your mind from that overwhelming feeling. So you might be telling yourself, I'm not good enough. I had a right to be angry. I was frustrated. No one's going to listen to you. You're never going to get it done. Maybe you're procrastinating over something. And then what you're going to do is, if you have the oils, you're going to drop equal amounts of frankincense, lavender, and stress away in the palm of your hand. This is getting towards the end, so I'm going to shake it a little. You're going to rub your hands. So again, if you don't have oils, just rub your hands together. And then you're going to breathe in slowly through your nose, out through your mouth. Take a big, deep breath in. And as you're breathing, you're going to picture that situation that feels overwhelming. And you're going to think about that feeling, that one-word feeling, and how your body feels. You're going to breathe in for at least 7 times. And once you feel calm, you can stop. And you should feel calm. It should just kind of shift. You might even get some new insight about that situation. You may even get some clarity as to what your next step can be. So that, my friends, is an aroma reset. When I'm in a session with somebody, sometimes if I see somebody's overwhelmed, we'll start with a reset and then we'll go into a boost. And, then we'll go into the other steps if needed. So I think I have the calendar in the post. I will post it again. If you guys want to schedule a session, I would love to work with you. So yesterday we talked about forgiveness. If you didn't see that video, go ahead and watch it. It's not too long. I'm going to try to keep these short because I know your time is valuable. But I just wanted to share with you some of the things about forgiveness. Forgiveness is a choice. We choose to forgive someone, okay? They don't have to be around. I mean, it's awesome if you could tell the person directly that you forgive them. And in all things being fantastic, they would respond and say, I'm sorry too, I forgive you, let's forgive each other and move on. But in my situation, we had the silent treatment. When we were mad at each other, we just didn't talk, just bury it. I called it the ostrich syndrome. Instead of dealing with the situation or addressing the particular issue, we would just avoid it, like the elephant in the room was, just wasn't there, right? It was kind of frustrating, and especially if you do this to a coworker and you have to walk by their cubicle. I know we're not in the office now, but when you are, um, it's uncomfortable. And when you see the person, they're like, oh, do I avoid them? Do I walk the other way? And do you even remember why you're mad? Do you know what happened? I know sometimes I would get into an argument with somebody, and so many things were said, opinions, not even opinions, I guess they were my opinions, right? But the things, when you think about an argument and you're going at each other, and there's bringing up the past, name calling, and all of that. I'm so glad I have the tools now. I don't fight like that anymore. But years ago, we used to argue like that, and people in my family would be like, all of a sudden, you got 5 years ago that was brought up, and it's just like, hello. And all it does is it piles on top of the hurt, on top of the hurt, until you get to the point where it's like, I don't even want to be around this toxic person. They are just so unloving, and there's no way I'm ever going to forgive them for what they said, for what they did. How dare they, da 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 da, fill in the blanks. When we choose to hold on to that unforgiveness, we choose to hold on to that bitterness and that hatredness, all it does is trap us. So when you choose unforgiveness, I have some quotes here I'm going to read. I just Google searched them. Holding a grudge is like letting someone live rent-free in your head. Holding a grudge is like letting someone live rent-free in your head. So when you're unforgiving towards somebody, all those thoughts, all those negative comments, all that bitterness that's buried deep inside of you is causing you to be sick. It's causing you to have anxiety. It's causing you not to sleep. It's causing you not to eat. I know for me, it caused me to have sleepless nights and to, like I said earlier, retail shop. Here's another one. Unforgiveness is choosing to stay trapped in a jail cell of bitterness, serving time for someone else's crime. Unforgiveness is choosing to stay trapped in a jail cell of bitterness, serving time for someone else's crime. I don't know about you, but I'm not serving anyone else's time. I felt trapped for years when I was stuffing my emotions and not able to express myself because I was afraid of, so afraid of what the other person would say, how they would respond. They would be mad at me. They wouldn't talk to me for forever. I would lose the friendship, the relationship. I had all kinds of excuses as to why I could not address the situation. And meanwhile, I was stuffing my feelings. I was overeating. I wasn't sleeping. I just kind of just was overpowered by these feelings of unforgiveness and hatredness and bitterness. And then I would see the person, I'd have to, especially if it was a family member, I'd have to pretend that everything was okay. Put the mask on, put the happy face on, everything's going to be okay. Okay, how long can you live like that before you just break down and you either explode or you shut down and completely lock yourself in your room? My favorite spot to lock myself in was my bathroom. So, I could go for like maybe 3 or 4 nights, and then I'd have to lock myself in my bathroom, and, I would get angry and I would punch the air, because you can't hit anything, right? And then I would scream. I would bring a pillow in the bathroom with me, and I would scream into the pillow because I didn't want anyone to hear me. I had to be cool, calm, and collected. I had to put on that happy face. Here's another quote. Unforgiveness is like drinking poison yourself and waiting for the other person to die. Okay? Unforgiveness is like drinking poison yourself and waiting for the other person to die. That's a strong quote. Okay? So when you refuse to forgive, does the other person even know it? They won't even know that you're mad at them, especially if it's a silent kind of argument, right? So doesn't matter, because to them, it matters to you. You're the one being affected. Your health is being affected because your unforgiveness is like drinking the poison yourself, okay, that needs to stop. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to move forward. We need to forgive so that we can be released from this trap that this deep bitterness causes inside of us. And so with that note, I'm going to end until tomorrow. And I just want to share a quote. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks the door of resentment and the handcuffs of hatred. And I love this quote. This is from Corrie ten Boom. If you haven't read her book, her story, she has an incredible story of forgiveness. She was a strong woman who just did incredible things. She lived her purpose. So to close again, forgiveness is the key that unlocks the door of resentment and the handcuffs of hatred. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.